So you think you need a 700 plus credit score to get a business credit card? That's one of the biggest myths that holds new entrepreneurs back. You've been told that perfect credit is a must-have to get funding and grow your business. But what if I told you the real minimum score is way lower than you think? The truth is, card issuers look at a few different things, and you can often get approved even with a brand new business. First off, let's get one thing straight. When you're applying for a business credit card, especially as a startup or a sole proprietor, issuers aren't just looking at your business. They're looking at you. For most cards, your personal FICO score is a huge piece of the puzzle. Why? Because nearly every small business card requires a personal guarantee. This is just a promise that you'll pay the bill if the business can't. Because of this, your personal credit history is their main way of measuring risk. They're often more interested in your track record of paying bills on time than your current business revenue. In fact, you can sometimes get approved with $0 in business revenue. So what's the magic number? While it's true that the best rewards cards from issuers like Chase or American Express prefer good to excellent credit, which is generally a score of 670 or higher, that's not the absolute floor. There are unsecured business cards designed for business owners with fair credit, which is typically a FICO score between 580 and 669. For example, the Capital One Spark Classic is made for business owners in this range. So the idea that you need a score over 700 to get an unsecured business card just isn't true. For some cards, the starting point is much lower. Now, what if I told you that some cards don't check your personal credit at all? It's true. For a growing number of corporate cards, the main event isn't your FICO score. Instead, they look at your business's cash flow and revenue. Cards from companies like Brex and Ramp operate this way. They connect to your business bank account to see your cash balance and sales, and they base your credit limit on that, with no personal guarantee required. To qualify, you usually need to be an LLC or corporation and have a certain amount of cash in the bank. For instance, Ramp requires at least $25,000. These are great options if your business is financially strong, but your personal credit isn't perfect. So, what's your game plan? First, check your personal FICO score before you do anything, and go through your full credit report for any errors that could be dragging it down. The best part? You can access all of this for almost free for 7 days. Click on the link in the description to get started. If your score is 670 or higher, you'll have a wide variety of cards to choose from. If you're in the 580 to 669 fair credit range, focus on cards built for that score, like the Spark Classic. Your options will be a bit more limited, but they're definitely out there. And if your score is below 580, don't sweat it. Your best move is to get a secured business credit card. With these, you put down a security deposit that becomes your credit limit, which makes approval much easier. Just know that some may still check your personal credit and require a personal guarantee, but the deposit lowers that. Risk for the lender. Use it responsibly for a few months, and you'll build the credit you need to upgrade to an unsecured card. Stop letting a number hold your business back. While a great credit score definitely opens more doors, the barrier to getting a business credit card is much lower than you've been led to believe. It often comes down to your personal credit score, but there are different paths to approval even if your credit isn't perfect. Know your score, pick the right card for your range, and get the funding you need to grow.